All right, hi everyone. Welcome to Foundation. This is the alpha preview build of the new interface, and here we are in Rocky Bay. This is a few saves ago. I wanted to show what a larger city looks like with the new interface. Already I'm noticing we have 4 unemployed villagers. I don't even have to open the population list. 4 unemployed villagers, 264 total population, and 87% happiness. Immigration is average. Look at all the new stuff. This is great. I was lucky enough to see a preview of this, which frankly had some of these elements, but wasn't nearly as good as this preview version. So let's start out by taking a look at the main feature here. It's the book. And we have a name now, Lord Poncho. No, it's going to be Lord. Man, I really wish I could say anything here. Grand Poobah is what I want. But instead of Lord Poncho, we're going to be Lord Big Stuffs. There we go. Confirm and save. All right, now I've got a name. And anyway, we have a villager list here. Here's all the villager lists. You can sort by happiness, sort by anything that happens to be going on here. You can sort by job, you can sort by name, you can sort by status. These people don't have a house. These people don't have a workplace. This guy does. Who's this? 3 or 4 transporters assigned. They are Sanath, Aldocia, and Paranella. And we do have some unemployed. It all shows up in the same list here. Let's see what we can do here with this. So if we wanted to add Dorothy here, we can put a plus on Dorothy and just pop her right into the granary. Check that out. And you can just leave this list open. Who has the same job all these people do? Whoa, look at this. How cool is this? And it's sorted by job though, so you can actually see, it looks like all the villagers in this list. All right, and we're storing berries and accept, and then here's the refuse, stock maximum, and empty stock just as it was before. Here's all the buildings, so we can sort by the names of the buildings and we can see who's assigned. This is basically the workplace, the jobs list. Check out the different sort levels on this one. No workers assigned, storage full, production paused, working fine, ongoing construction. Ah, that's huge. That's huge. Let me show this real quick. I actually asked for this in the preview, and there it is. Man. Let's build another granary. We'll just slap it right in there. Ready to build. Build it. Okay, now we can now see the ongoing construction right here, so we can track the buildings that are currently being worked on, and then we can go visit the building. I wish I could move this out of the way a little bit. It could be the size of the interface. I'm running in 1440, and I have this set pretty large. Let me see if I can shrink it down any. User interface scale 140%. Let me shrink this down to 120%. 125%? 125% is still readable for me. And then this list is a little bit smaller. I love everything the list does. So anyway, yeah, missing raw materials, no workers assigned. This is huge. It's sortable. Right, storage full. And then what was it? Production paused, just in case you forget that you paused a building. That's great. Workers, here you can sort so that you can see who still needs workers, which is really cool. Same thing with current status. And then of course you can sort by name. And now we go over to the trade list, and here's the 3 cities that we trade from. Trade-in is enabled to all these dudes. And then, yeah, we can see the little symbols here. All right, and then over here we have the budget, and I'm actually making money. There's a good shortage, minus 2%. Ooh, really? Look at all the needs there. We'll get back to that. But boy, there's a lot more information now that you can look at. Yeah, look at it. We sold $21.90 in fish, $9.50 in common clothes, $11.34 in berries. Our expenses were minus 50 in construction, minus 26.90 or so in upkeep. That's this month actually, and the territory cost is minus 12.65 and rising. Nice breakdown of expenses there. We go over to estates, and this is basically the same type of list with your influence and your splendor, and then everything that can be unlocked. I think this is basically the same, just with a different style of interface. Here's our army. We don't have any missions right now. Here's all our soldiers, swords, spears. Any new weapons? Nope. Fully trained, right? Current status is available. Battle history. Everybody's fine. And then we don't have any missions, no missions available right now. I'm not sure. It says we have a military mission available. I'll prepare my troops right away. Okay. So you have to accept the missions over here, and then they go here, city name. And I guess if I check this, I can say prepare troops. Let's just send a bunch of soldiers here. We'll just send a bunch of soldiers. Off you go. Click, click, click. Send them away. There you go. And then here's the logs. We just see we got 2 villagers. Send soldiers to help the king added. Missing resources for construction. No access to food. Who's complaining? Yeah, this is a problem. I haven't built nearly enough food markets, right? Muck requested an audience. He expired. I think that means he croaked. I'm not sure about that. And there you go. So the great big book of everything now. The book is where you go to see all your stuff. So now let's look at these menus up here. This is the coins menu. We're currently running a daily balance of plus 21. And then you can see the breakdown in the daily balance there. That's pretty cool. And then you can open this up and your reports, the monthly report's enabled, which means it'll pop up a monthly report. Trade is enabled. And you do get warnings down here. They make a slight sound, but not a very loud sound at all. Storage is full. And you can see here that, yes, our marble storage is full, and we don't really care, so that's fine. So let's do this. Now here's the resources. You can hit plus. You can see all the resources that we have. Non-favorites. I think this is still a feature to be implemented later because I don't know where to set the favorites. So we have resources up here. These are our main resources. If I click here, this little arrow goes. I think this is stockpiling. Yeah, the up arrow is stockpiling. So not quite as obvious as it was before, but still a way to stockpile. And non-favorites here. Here we go. So this is basically the resource list. And then over here we have villagers. We have 266 population. Immigration's enabled. Upgrades are allowed. Densification is allowed. Oh, really? Ooh, that's nice. Denied. Allowed. That's nice. Okay. Immigration probability is average. Villagers unemployed. We now have 5 unemployed villagers. That's a great way to see that. Desirability, authorized density upgrade. Yes, I had this turned off, so I need to turn this off again. And I need to turn you off again. Okay, so flipping that does what it did before. So, yeah, you can either set them individually or you can set them all at once. And, yep, nothing to report. And occupants, you can drop down this menu. You can see Ditwin, Druid, Melenva, Sunfrida, Capuana, and Joams are the occupants here. Might be nice to see their jobs. I don't know that I need to now because I have the book. It's one of those things where I'd have to mess around with the interface for a while to get used to it. And then we have the paint menu, which is all our zones: residential, extraction, reforestation, forbidden, and hunting zone. And they work just like they did before. We have territory. This just shows and hides the territory. We have visibility, so we can turn on desirability. This is actually easier to use than the old menu was. Zoning areas, territory boundaries, iron ore. I think iron needs to be removed. I think that was a mistake because minerals are what should be in there. Iron ore isn't a separate one anymore. So it could be because I have a mod loaded. I don't know. Fertility again, and desirability. And then we go over to the build menu, and here we have all our buildings that we can scroll through if we want to just do all of them, or we can separate them out. Here's logistics, which is your markets and storage, and the tavern falls under logistics. Sure, beer is a logistics. And then resource production. Yep, these are all your resource type things. And the weaponsmith, cooperage, iron smelter, charcoal hut, etc. Your berry hut's under here, right? Yeah, no. Where would the berry hut be? Oh, under food. Food production, right. Your berry hut, your fish, the well, the farm, the windmill, everything associated with food. This makes sense. Goods production. Here you have your farms and other goodies. And service. Here's the church. This will be the rustic church. This will be the regular church. Administration. This is going to be the wooden keep and the Lord Manor. Decoration. I got lots of decorations, but here's where you can pick up the bush gun. And oh, that's a new sound. Hold on. Let's evaluate this sound. It's quieter. All right, it's quieter. I can see that. It's now kind of the bush BB gun. Here's your masterpieces. Transportation, the stone bridge, which I don't have unlocked yet, but it's showing it to me, and the wooden bridge. And then here's all our walls, including the hedge. This is usable. And by the way, you can search. So if I wanted to search for the granary, there it is. Bush, there it is. Gathering hut, there it is. Let's take a look at the church. And let's just put a church down right here. And missing mandatory parts. Yeah, we're fine. Here's this. And then we need a front door. And we need a steeple. Yeah, everything's a lot quieter now. How about that? And what else do we got? We got decorative. We can put on a window. Snapping is still T, right? Snaps going on and off with T. There, and it still says T. It's now ready to build. That's the parts list. 1 core, 1 door, 1 bell tower. Check. Resources needed: 52 polished stone, 34 stone, 37 planks, 32 tools, 1 stained glass, which is 10 glass and 5 tools. It's ready to build, and I can go ahead and build it. Or I can cancel it by hitting the shovel and say delete, and it's gone. All right. The interface for the monuments might have changed a little bit, but not much. And we can edit the building, and all the parts have pictures now, which I think is appropriate since it's a very visual game. We are victorious, but my lord, your troops have been very helpful. Okay, this is the same thing, so keep my troops with you. 100% chance of a common reward. Difficulty easy. What's their chances of victory? It still says difficulty easy. We'll go with that. All right, let's take a look at the iron deposit here and see if there's anything different with building on it. Snap is on. Let's go ahead and place one of these. That's good. And then we need to replace what? A resource depot. All right, let's just place a resource depot here. Now we get the checks. 1 quarry, 1 resource depot. Let's go ahead and hit the build button. And that's going to build. And yeah, that all looks, you know, similar to how it was before. I may have missed promotion. So let's go to the book and go over to the log. And yes, I did miss promotion. See, promotion available. It's expired. So, you know, I miss things even if they're obvious, but that may need to be more obvious. But and there's the monthly report. Check it out. An envoy's requesting an audience. I did hear that. I shall assist the people. Deliver 20 fish to labor. And we do have a quest here. Opportunities. Quests are down here. Send soldiers to help the king. Deliver 20 fish to labor. I can finish this one. There we go. Ta-da. All right. I can also pin it. Yeah. Unless I hover over a different quest. The pin quest stays right there. Let's unpin it. Soldiers are abroad. Difficulty, difficult. The overall quest difficulty is difficult, but each of the phases that come up keep saying easy. I think that's how you judge whether a phase is going to be easy or difficult. Because if it's anything but easy, bring them back, unless you want to lose them. Soldiers are back from a mission. Your soldiers are victorious. Excellent. All right. Promotions available. Here it is. You hear the church bells ringing. We have 5 days to promote. Let me slow it down here while I talk. We do get a monthly report, so if monthly report is on, you should see that thing slide across, which is an obvious indicator that you need to promote. And this shows the expenses and stuff. And so let's go ahead and hit the promotion button. Here we go. I think this is very similar to the current promotion screen, but we want to promote 240 coins to promote all the newcomers to serfs. There they go. And that'll be it for now. I'm not going to hit that. I'm just going to close the window. And that means promotion is still available for 5 more days. And I think that's it. I think we have looked. I can click this to bring up the book on the monthly report page. But I think we've looked at everything in the new interface. And there, we don't have any quests right now. Some of the opportunities have disappeared. And promotion now has 4 days left. How about that? And we can look in the log and see that promotion's available and it's still active. It has not expired like all these have. And then we see all these errors, which is really cool. No access to food. That means this guy didn't pick up food, which is why we're sitting at 83 happiness. There's a service shortage of 1%. So a few villagers weren't able to get what they needed. And so you can follow them around and maybe figure out like what's wrong with this guy. Oh, you're the bailiff, right? No, you're suit. You're a tailor, right? Yeah, you're the tailor. Okay. That's a very creative name. And yeah, food shortage, minus 15%. Service shortage. So he couldn't find church and he couldn't find food. Maybe the secondary food. Food's a problem because I don't have enough markets. But anyway, there you go. I did that just so I could point these things out. And yeah, there you go. New interface, Foundation. It's a long time waiting for it, right? And I think it's going to improve the game greatly. Almost all positives, just a few tweaks. I think that's the best way to describe the interface is yes, just a few tweaks. And even without those tweaks, I'm still fine with it. There's no access to food. There's another error. I think this is a lot better than that little window where you had to figure out what somebody might have been complaining about. But anyway, there you go. This is now in preview over both on Steam and on GOG. You can go to either one or go to the Foundation Discord to see how to download the preview version if you want to play around with it. They recommend a new save, or if you load up an existing village, don't plan on continuing with that village, at least not yet. It should work, but it's always recommended that if you've got a village in the works, just continue with the non-preview version of the game after you check out the preview. But anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you later. Oh, Control U still turns off the interface, of course.